Evening all, welcome back to the channel. So in the last few videos we showed you us fixing the warp ship. We now have fixed it. There were two things we had to do. One was to solve the mystery, which we've done. And again, we've shared that. I think if we haven't, it's because I don't want to spoiler it. Who knows? But the way this works is you had two things to do. You had to solve the mystery, and that unlocked certain research. I believe it was that one. So we've now unlocked that one. Although, interestingly, I'm not sure why that is locked. Is it because this is locked? Who knows? But we have things. Oh, okay, so we need this. So in the previous video to this, you saw me basically create a graviton core. Oh, gosh, we can warp. Okay, so I've just done a quick scan here to say that I want. So found planet with that. Okay, good. Do I just jump to it? So I basically did the thing. Now, what I didn't know, and I'm just going to show this just so you all know, is these are the planets that I've jumped to. Obviously quite a few of them, right? You could jump back to them at any point with the right training, with the right skill unlock, whatever you call it, science unlock. And I should be doing this more. The only thing is I've kept really bad records of what's on each planet. So I absolutely have no idea which planets are good. I kept one track, which was this place, but it turns out not to have iron because that's where I am now. So just bear that in mind. It's not entirely clear how to do that. The other one was obviously we needed to create a graviton core. And all I can say is it was hidden like up here somewhere, not on this map, but it was hidden way, way away. So you do need to do a bit of finding to do that. Let's warp. I don't know if these will take us to the right place. Let's just show you my little dashboard here. So we have all the various things, the accoutrement that we need. So we have water. Oh, actually, oh no, we've not done that. So water, oil. We now have no iron whatsoever, and we have lots of other things. I know that's black, you can't really see it, but that's full. So in terms of everything else, we're doing quite tickety-boo, to be honest. This is the new structure. I'm just going to turn that off because I think it's a bit killing on my eyes to watch it struggle, but there we go. So you see we're doing pretty well on don't like that, on most things. We just need iron. So iron is now pretty much the big thing. We also have the ability to research everything now because we have unlocked the gravity core. There you go, you are up to date with where we be on this journey. A few things to point out. In the minute we have warping between places, I have been doing a lot of caving. You saw that also in the last video. Look at the bounty of what I have found in the caves. Mech suits. I have literally legendary mech suit on right now. I cannot believe they give you these as drops. Got a legendary shotgun, kind of pointless, but again, looks very nice. Got a legendary foundry. Only problem is I haven't unlocked the recipes for foundry yet. So you see all it can do is belts. It can't do anything else. Really, really annoying, but oh well. And we've basically made, we've got things like Tesla gun, can't make the ammo for it, so it's pointless. Got a fusion generator, again, can't do anything with it, completely pointless. But it's nice to see that we are able to get loot. Now I did find one of these, a legendary cryogenic plant, which is currently doing my explosives. And I even have another one ready to place, probably to do plastic, but I think at the moment I'm okay with the plastic we have here. But what we need is iron. So iron is basically run completely dry. We are down to 11k, which is not great. So this oh man, I don't like these ones. So these ones with the combined ore here are a bit painful because what we then have to do is have like some interface here. So I need to basically build this back into there. It's a bit messy, but oh man, no, don't do that. Don't do that. So we need to set up copper. There we go. So this means that when we mine iron, it goes back into there. Do you know what? Maybe I didn't need to do that. Let's see. I don't know if I even have the things to do this. We may have to do copper base. Anyway, let me show you what I mean. So first off, we got Spidertrons. I don't really talk about these, but we did get them. I found 4 of them. I did find a 5th one, but it blew up. So sad story. You know, Dave the Spidertron was no more. And I don't really do much with them because they're only like basic level ones, but let's just take them for a walk. Let's go for a walk. We need iron. So I think I'm just going to place ore patches on these. Now, I don't use, I'll just show you what I mean. I don't use these warp platforms at the moment for anything other than just resource sucking. Now I'm not going to do that here because I don't want it to do any other resource into here, because I just don't want that. I want to try and avoid anything coming through there. So I want to try and just, basically keep this for iron, because it's the only thing that's channeling our iron at the moment. So what we want to do is go and do some mining. Oh, actually, before we do, because I have nuclear power, I have to always make sure that there's plenty of water, which is, again, a given, because the water runs very out. It runs out very quickly. So you can see here, if I just click that, we get about 1.2 million units. Again, 1 million units of oil. That's pretty good, right? I'm pretty impressed with that. I think resource-wise, we've done quite well on this. Right, so I've created some blueprints. So if you'd like some of these blueprints, just message me. We can use the copper one because it would just take the copper, or rather the iron, into other things. So and again, look at the wonder of having 4 Spidertrons with roboports and a mech suit with literally 2 legendary. I mean, they were like the best drop I found yet. It gives me 124 robots. It's just great, isn't it? 124 robots straight in. So that's going to work, I think. Maybe backs up. Let's just go and see if we can maybe make an iron one. What I need basically is I've used the different chests here. So, yes, I think we can. Let's just quickly make one. Let's just pick up some of those. I think I need warptonium. Let's see. I think we're making that. Yep, there we are. We've got quite a bit of that, I must admit. Right, so we need one of them, and then we need low density structures, which is there. So you see how we're using the the warp chests. We're kind of selecting which things to have in them. So for the small chests, we've got obviously the basics. We've then got blue chests, which have a bit more kind of advanced parts. We are now making the green and red. So this is going to be a wondrous time when, I mean, it takes a long time to make them, but it's worth it. Right, so we can make 1 or 2 of these. Let's make 2 of those because we need iron. And we can make, so red ones basically exclusively for iron. So here you see the red one. So for this one, it's like, I think, a green one. Yes, that's level 3. That's level 2. And then that's level 1. Did you follow that? So you see the chest, basically the warp chest. That's like a grey. That's a blue. That's a yellow, green rather. And that's a red one. So that just shows that each of them is doing a kind of resource, if that makes sense. What this then gives us, it's going to take, look how slowly it makes it. It's pretty cray. Let's just go and have a look. If I just jump down to the floor. So this is the issue really, is that if I put another mine into this, it will stutter and we'll have an issue. So I'm not going to do that. I will actually use the red one when it's done. It just takes a bit to do. Oh, it's quite a busy area, this. But again, one of the benefits of mech suits and robots and everything is you've got your own ability to just get rid of biters wonderfully. So I mean, again, it's just so easy now. Look at that. Let's just go and deal with these. Pew pew. And you're gone. It's just wonderful. I think, if anything, it's, don't get me wrong, when you go into cave systems, even now with this sort of level of top level stuff, it's still very likely I die. I mean, I die pretty much every single time, so I'm not going to be flippant with it. But yeah, this is a bit risky, this place, but I think we're going to do it. We're just going to go for it. The issue becomes if we then start to have too much copper, it will just backlog the entire system. So yeah, not great. Right, let's place this. So I think we've got one now. So again, what I tend to do, I'm just going to try and put it in about there. And then this will just do iron. Well, it'll do everything, but it's majority iron. So again, hopefully that makes sense. Once we've got one more, we'll probably place that one there. Let's just go and clean up this little base here. Again, low level stuff, very easy to deal with, but give it 10 minutes and these will be like crazy levels. But oh my gosh, like having Spidertrons is just wonderful. After so much pain and torment in this game, I'm loving it. It's nice to have a little bit of the kind of end game back with me. So there we go. So mining wise, I think this is pretty good. It's a shame that we don't use the warp platforms, but I think had this just been iron patches, I would have done that. Oh, there's a lot of coal in that one. That's quite good, isn't it? Let's have a quick look at our little stats. So if I just hover there, so let's see. So 17k iron, that's pretty good. I think everything else we're doing pretty nicely, actually. So we can now have a little explore. Now what I'm going to do is I have teleporters, so I do use them. I don't know if they follow me. Do they follow me? Yes, they do. Cool. Right. So let's do a little bit of a scan. So I like to search the surface because there's always something, usually. Not always. There's mostly something to find. I think I'm just going to send my spidery trons to go and deal with these bases. The only thing they can't deal with is the exploding ones. So let me just show you my route that I tend to do. I'm just gonna do this. Let's see if they have the ability to deal with it all. Should do. They're quite well armored. I mean, gosh, yes, you can see. That's 4 Spidertrons, so that's like, I don't know, 40,000 wrong. Probably not as much. But oh my gosh, it just makes things so much easier, doesn't it? Almost a bit too easy, if I'm honest. I don't use them too much, I think. But I just make it so that we don't get overwhelmed. Nothing of interest here at all. How interesting. Well, let's see, is there anything we want to try and do? Oh, so this is fun. So let me show you this. Oh no, I'm not going to do it here, but basically what it does, and I've kind of got to show you now, is it basically fires a nuke. Whee! Boom. Where did that land? And then it creates an ore patch. It's good, isn't it? All different types of ore. Again, it's kind of stupid because it's exactly what we've already got. But it does make me churkle because basically you can just create ore out of nothing. In fact, as I think about it, that's probably what I should have done on the last planet and not even bothered coming here. Oh well, never mind. It just shows you my brain is dumb, stupid and dumb. But that's okay. So again, Spidertrons, very useful. They do die incredibly easily to boss biters though. So if you know what boss biters are, they're terrifying and they will literally rip your face off. And even with the like legendary mech suit, I still die most times. I mean, you can see already they're evolving as well. So we need to be a bit careful here because remember, if you kill bases, the evolution factor rockets up. So yeah, we're at 34% already. So, you know, that's a problem. We ain't going to stay here too long. So I think what we'll do is we'll just, we'll do that. Now, what I've also found in the cave was these rocket turrets. Rocket turrets are godly. They are basically the most powerful thing on this planet. And they are just so good. And I did have Tesla turrets. I lost them almost immediately. Is there oil in the middle of that? There is oil in the middle of that. I've never noticed that. Let's go and get some of that oil. Love a bit of oil. Now let's deploy our wonderful... do you know what? I need to just make sure we don't suck any resources up there. So let's just place that. Boom. And what we can do is then just... boosh and boosh. Nice. Let's just build a little bit of defense. And then we can just bung that into that and then give it some welly. There we go. I mean, it's not a lot, but it'll help a little bit. I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, so I think generally we're pretty much comfortable in this game now. I think we've definitely got to a point where, you know, there's not an awful lot that can really give us too much trouble. But again, in terms of completing the game, it's still really hard because you need to go and do things like the underground sections to get the really good stuff. Like, I've tried to do quality creation. So let me show you my quality system. And it's just abysmal because yes, we're getting kind of stuff, but I have to build it from grassroots and I can't be bothered. And I think that's probably my biggest weakness at the moment is, yeah, I need to do research. So I'm not researching anything at the moment. And probably we need to. So I think let's just start to put... Oh, okay, that's interesting. We can expand the resource. This one is probably the biggest one. Build on home planet means that we can then select a home planet and actually then start the kind of space age playthrough. So look, we can go to Volgora, you know, Gleba, Vulcanus, and so on. So this begins an interesting kind of walkthrough. I don't see Aquilo anywhere. That's interesting. Wonder why Aquilo's not here, but oh well. But it then unlocks things like the recycler, the electromagnetic plant, and so on. I mean, the foundry is probably the key one there. But again, I'm not in a rush to do this because I don't foresee myself in this playthrough creating a base, honestly. I think this probably would be quite useful to expand the ship floor. But again, I'm hesitant to do that because I feel like we've just got it to a sweet spot. So I think it's one of those things where you think to yourself, yeah, it'd be nice to have a bit more space, but I just don't want to do it. Not yet. I think I'm a bit weird in things like that. I don't really want to rush that. Bit of a fine wine, this game. You have to think about like how quickly you want to do things. Let's have a look. So if I go down to the floor here, yeah, I thought this would happen. It's oh, okay. That's unfortunate. So let's see. Can we route? Let's just do this. We can fix this. Don't worry. We can fix this. I think this was always going to be an issue. Oops. So, hang on. Stone is here. It's right next to us. So is there anything we can do? Probably, actually. Let's have a look. So if we just... There we go. Boosh. So let's just make stone. Whoops. An output on the right. And then that goes in there. And then coal is here. So we can just do 1, 2, 1, 2. Nice. So again, you see how easy it is. It's a wonderful game. Everything else, I'm not entirely sure we can do too much about. But let's just see if that works. Yeah, it kind of works. Seems to work. We start to reduce. Again, I'm just going to help it along a bit. Let's just bung those. And there. You see, I spend my days just doing this. This seems to be my lot in life now. There we go. Gosh, see how quickly it fills. That's pretty quick. There's something almost hypnotic about this. It's like watching a telly test card when I was 7. I'd basically just sit and get hypnotized by the weird things. But I quite like that. I think that's pretty good. Again, I'm going to turn that off because it jibs my eyes like cray. So that's pretty good. I think we need to do a little bit more work on this, but I'm pretty confident that that is good. Let's see. Yes, we've got a little pip now, so we're over 20k. That's good. I think we'll just hopefully keeping on with this one, really. Tempted to maybe go and do another base. Let's go and have a quick look. So, no, we can't do another one because we haven't got... Oh, we could build 2 more. Let's do that. Need to build a couple of those, actually. Do I not have any warp 2 chests? Let's just go and have a quick look. I thought I did. Let's see what I get delivered to me. I think I did have warp 2. No, I didn't. How interesting. So what's a warp 2 chest then? So it's warp 1 with a battery. Nice and simple. And I think we've got quite a few of those. Let's get some warp plate. And I think we can build a couple. It's good to have all 4 of them, really. But there we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boom. 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. So that should give us like 2 or 3 of each. Again, they take a long time to build, but the benefit of doing it is you can actually get quite a thing out of it. Right. One of the things I'm going to do is this. This is the warp platforms. Because they're kind of useless, I'm going to do a research to hopefully push. In fact, I could just stop that one because that's ridiculous. Let's go and see what happens here, because I think we can research up to there. So I think we could get a fair bit of a boost here. So let me go. Oops, I shouldn't have done that. Let's go and have a look. So these things here, when that research done, I mean, you can see the error I made there. I don't know how it did that. I put it too close to this one and it seems to have pulled part of the floor off it. But let's hope, because these are pointless at the moment. Other than the resource suckers, there's not really much point for them. Because it's better to build a base. Boom. Okay, that's terrible. That is just terrible. Can we build the next one? No. So we need warp drive 6. We could do warp drive 6. Yes, let's just do it. And then let's do that one as well. So, yeah, I think that'll do. So let's just let those run. Do I want to... How is this doing? I think we could do another one because I think the evolution factor on this area is so crazy. I want to just get as much resource in as humanly possible. So let's build another iron mine. Let's just put that. Let's put that there. Boom. God, I love mech seats. They're just great. Let's just bring my Spidertron birdies to me as well, because they're always useful for building, because I always run out of some stuff. There we go. I think that's good. So yeah, that's really powering in the resources now. That looks like it's mostly stone. That's mostly coal. I think we've... Oh, hello. What's going on here? No! Let's go and save our little oil fountain thing. Again, it's barely making anything, but do you know what? In this game, any little helps. Every little helps. And dead. Oh, is it because I recalled that? Okay, well, fine. Let's just build that. There we go. And I think that is what, 14 a second. We're probably consuming more than 14 a second. No, we're not consuming any. So actually, that's not a bad thing to do. So every minute we're getting 1,000 oil. Yeah, okay, fine. I stand corrected. Oh, we're starting to get some more heavy toxic dudes. Let's just go and deal with them. Let's just blow them up. Again, rocketry just seems to be the best thing in this game. Rockets are crazy. You can mine, like in the previous video, you saw me mining with rockets. I can't wait to mine with nuclear weapons. That will be rather enjoyable. I'm just conscious that the evolution factor is going to go so high now. And if you kill enough toxic ones, you get a toxic boss spawn. And they're difficult. They can kill you, even in a mech suit, because it's poisoning you. And it can kill you in like 2-3 seconds, like if you're not careful. Like if I stand in this, you see the damage? Look at that. I would die instantly. I mean, 3 seconds, I'd be dead. So you got to be really, really careful. That's even with a crazy shield, like crazy. So the fact that yeah, the game never gives you a break. It never says to you, right, you're powerful and you're fine. There will always be something like I had Tesla turrets in here, right? And they were just incredibly powerful. Yeah, they got blown up by worms that literally just were shooting at them and then dying, shooting at them and then spawning and dying. So just that constant cycle caused them to basically die. Okay, I think that's all right. This is the warp just 2, I believe. Let me just teleport back to home. I love teleports. I think this should be in the normal game, really. They're very, very good. That's going to take a while. I think we've got an issue there, but let's have a look. So, yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world. I think the key thing is, as long as we're filling up, is the key thing. It looks like we're slowly filling up. It does take time, though. I think we could probably fit about 200k of ore now. But again, you can see the kind of trade-off of doing this sort of mining. There's a lot of throughput into other things. We do run the issue then that if we run out of storage on the others, like stone, copper, and coal, this will also grind to a halt. These are the problems of these mixed patches. But I mean, you just give what you get what you're given, right? And you just deal with it. I think that's probably the best thing to do. Right, let's bring these back. So fun fact, when you teleport, the remotes for the Spidertron stop working. Don't ask me why. I don't know. But it's annoying because actually that's quite useful. And it's annoying that they stop working every so often. Right, let's have a quick look. So if I hover here, we can see we've got 86k of ore. This is good. I mean, we're mining really quickly, actually. I think it's quite heartening to see. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with that, actually. I don't know if there's any worth going and exploring. Might just do a quick bimble. Look how slowly these go. God, still making them. Let's have a quick bimble into the darkness. And I always think, oh, there you go. That's how the Gleba egg sacs drop into this planet. Hopefully you saw that. It's a little kind of orbital drop thing. It's like a little kind of spongy thing. There you go. Look, ugh, whatever it is, who knows? But it's gross. Utterly gross. Tempted to put another factory there, but I won't. Do I have the box for it? Do I have the miners for it? No, not really, so I won't. Always just love to do a little bimble into here just to see if there's a cave or something. There's not always cave entrances on every world, but I do find if you look for them, you tend to find them. And then what you do is you basically just load up like 1,000 area of effect missiles and you go spelunking. And what you do is you just go in one direction, you just keep going and going and going. And then eventually you come across a laboratory. And then that's it. That's where you get your good loots. The amount of good stuff I pulled out of those, though, I do think it might be a bit broken. I think it's a bit imbalanced because to have like legendary mech armor, and it didn't just give me one suit of legendary mech armor, the drop gave me 2. So just think about that. 2 legendary, wherever it is, there it is. 2 legendary mech suits is crazy. Before that, I had an epic mech suit. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like I've been going from like legendary to legendary. It's well, it's comical to say the least. Let's have a look. So, oh yeah, we're not far off being full. I think we can just do another jump. I think about 150 would be perfect. I don't know if we'll get 150. Oh yeah, we will. Look at all the space. Yeah, I think we're good. So we'll keep going. One of the things I will do is just show you this. So if I go and put, there we go. So we need this, the pink spaceship floor, warp insured. This gives us the ability to build. How much do we have of this? Oh, not much. Okay. Might have to think about, let's repurpose this. So warp insured. It's just, okay, mining drills. So we can swap that for a mining drill somewhere. There it is. That should make, because it's just basic stuff. So that's then in there. So we need the what you call it motor. Now I can't remember where we put them. I think they're in, yes, there. But why have we not got any? Interesting. Oh, I think I know why. So, so what we're doing at the moment is we're making warp the linked chests 1, 2, 3, and 4. I know 1 and 2 are the wrong way around. Just don't worry about it. We've made 4 of they all kind of need the previous version to work. So that is now finished. But this one can't make it until we've got more of level 2. Level 2 can't do it until we've got level 1. And level 1 just takes an awful long time to make. So we've kind of got an issue here, I think. So we have a bit of an issue with the warp chests. So we just need to basically leave them to run, because level 1s and 2, the way to think of it is 8 level 1s are needed to make 1 level 4, because it's 2, 2, 2, and 2. It's just a bit of a pain. But what we're doing is slowly, we've got 1s and 4s, we just need 3s and 2s now. And they're slowly making, but it just takes forever. So to do things like the warp floor, I'm just going to manually load it, I think, because that's a bit easier. So there we go. Not ideal. I'm just going to put everything in there. There we go. So at least we're making this stuff now. And we need quite a bit of it. So I'm just going to put that to be like 300, 400. There we go. And we'll just leave that running. Oh, yeah. So yeah, this is going to take a while. Anyway, let's go and have a look. So what this can do, we can basically start to expand. Again, it'll take a while to do this. But as you can see, it just means we can do a bit more with the floor. It's taking a while to do the sides, so I'm just going to leave that running. And I think it's pretty fair to say, yep, it's going to take about, I don't know, 300, 400. But it gives us the ability to maybe redesign this, because this is a mess. It's a right dog's dinner. It did have Tesla turrets on it. It had just everything on it really. But the reality of it is you stop using these when you get better drones, because to just place a mining base is just a bit easier. The only problem is you have to deconstruct it. That's a bit of a pain. How are we doing? 165. Right, let's start to deconstruct. So I'm going to take my bot buddies with me. And let's just go and have a little wander. I think already we can see that this is worked rather well, rather splendidly. And again, with millions of bots allowing us just to deconstruct, I'm not going to worry too much about that either. So it's just wonderful. So, the warp floor, good. The warp mining rigs are very good, but they're not entirely needed at this point. I think I would keep them for, let's just help with a few bots. I always like to just place a few bots. Not that we need it with the Spidertrons, but let's just deconstruct. And I think, to be honest, the warp sucking floors are very good because they just give you a constant stream. In this case, iron. I don't see why you'd use it for anything else, to be honest. Because all the other stuff is quickly obtainable. Copper you need a fair bit of, but nowhere near as much as iron. Iron seems to be the one resource that is just constantly in demand. So for me, having the resource suckers, I found these. I mean, I don't know if I've talked about these, but I found these in a lab underground, and it gave me 2 of them in 1 drop. So 2 legendary big mining drills. Ridiculous. The resource drain is 8%. I haven't resource sucked in hours, which is a common problem I have. But anyway, what it is you can see it's just barely touching the the surface of the mine. So I'm quite happy with that. And let's just do the final capture. Boom, boom, boom. Bish bash bosh. Thank you, my Spidertron buddies. What's the evolution at now? Oh, 52. Okay, so we're starting to see sort of more advanced biters. And I think Yeah, I think we probably need to go soon. But again, go where? This is the problem. I'm not entirely sure. We are really hurting. Oh, hello, what was that? We're not hurting for any resource, that's for sure. We're pretty good, I would say. And I think the simple fact that we've got the resource hubs now means, I mean, look, we're golden. Maybe some warptonium, so maybe it would be nice if we could find a cave system, but I don't think that's, yeah, it's not here. So I think we're just going to jump. Let's just bring in the water. Always forget to do that, and I always end up having to make more. And let me go and get that mining drill, because it's a good one. I found, again, those in somewhere in the ground. It's an epic. It doesn't really make any difference, because it only just gives you a resource drain benefit. But given that you're never sticking around for that long, it's kind of pointless. Let's jump. This was wonderful. I basically now am quite comfortable that we have a lot more resources. As you can see, it's very satisfying. We even have warptonium, but it might be good to get a bit more of that. But I'd say we're looking pretty good. I think really it just becomes a case of now trying to continue forward. Find a good planet. I think that's the key thing. So probably what I should do is start tracking. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's look at, oh, it's in the ship, isn't it? Is have a look. No, it's that one. I'm sure it is. There it is. Have a look at what planet maybe. I mean, we could even return to our starting planet. Maybe we do that. We started here, number 1, I think. I can't remember. Maybe we jump back there at some point. But anyway, for now, let's just keep jumping forward. I think we do have some work to do. So we've got floor 3. I've just used this for blue chips. Again, this has been a godsend because just having lots and lots of blue chips is really helpful. My science floor needs a huge amount of work. If I just come back to floor 1, are we not making? Yes, we are. So there, let's just make some more of this. So what I'm turning this into, and I'm just basically making, we're going to have science here basically. So this will be science here, and it's just going to be one run of what do you call it, labs. It'll just be labs on either side, because I just think having this as another manufacturing floor, mostly for science admittedly, but I think that'd help loads. The floor 3 is my uranium processing one, but as you can see, we ain't doing too bad for uranium. I mean, that's brilliant, right? What we haven't got is the maybe even we stockpile it now, actually. Maybe that's what we do. Oh, hello. Fast enemies, that's the problem. Oh, we've got some ore there. Got some iron, that's nice. I think I'm just going to send my Spidertron buddies quickly to just go and knock out these, unless they are, no, they're not, they're good. It's the explosive ones. They're resistant to explosives. I don't know if that's obvious or not, but that's obviously a problem. Yep, thank you, my Spidertron brethren. I think we'll do a quick scan. Planet charting, boom. Got some oil there, but not a huge amount of it, so I think we'll not worry about that. Let's just do these. And I think what we're looking for is caves, weirdly enough. Oh, there's quite a bit of iron there. Very nice. We're looking for caves. Again, I hope I can find one, because they are flipping good for stuff. Okay, looks like we've got no explosive biters. They're probably the problem that I find. Oh, wow. We found explosive biters, and I just lost all my Spidertrons. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. We lost all of them. Oh, well, easy come, easy go. I could save scum. I'm not going to, though. Oh, wow, yeah, that's the reason why, because they're fast. Oh, what a shame. I'm going to take a little picture of that, because that makes me quite sad. I feel like I've lost my brothers. Like, seriously, 4 Spidertrons ripped to pieces by these things. They are deadly, seriously. They all have personal defense lasers on, by the way. I'm just going to point that out. I'm kind of gutted at that, but I'm not too bothered, to be honest. I mean, that's the game, isn't it? I'll probably find more. That's fine. I think these explosive ones are just so annoying. Like, I just desperately hate them. I think I'm going to place another. That was very much a transitory moment, wasn't it? I'm like, oh, I'm so sad. Oh well, moving on. Just like not that bothered, really. You find them so much, though. Once you go spelunking, I would say in most cave systems I've been in, I've actually, explosive biters will waste that in minutes, but oh well, never mind. you get to a point where you don't care anymore, because it's like, yeah, I've got loads of resources, I'm making everything, I just don't care. Let's place that down. Boom, boom. I'd say this is looking pretty good. I'm liking it. So yeah, I think it's pretty good. I could do oil, I guess. Not that sure if I'm that bothered about oil, to be honest. Maybe. It's quite low. It's low numbers. Let's just do a quick soil analysis. And I think we're going to go for a little bimble. Again, thank God for mech suits. They are just awesome. And we're going to go have a quick look, because I generally find stuff when you kind of go and do this. I'm amazed that I generally do come across stuff. And what I'm looking for is things like giant biter nests, because you get modules from them. Very useful. And corrupted ships, weirdly. They're rather good. And again, the benefit of having a mech suit and go over water. Again, this is actually not massively populated. Let's just have a quick look. It says it's low. I think it's probably right. I don't think there's a huge amount here. I just seem to find the Mike Tyson of explosive biters that took out 4 Spidertrons. I'm not even sure that's possible. Like, I genuinely am not sure. Oh, okay. So we're finding a bit better oil. No, it's terrible, actually. If we could find, wow, they're quick. Look at that. If we could find a pretty decent oil patch, I think we'll do it. Let's just, I like to do this with the Mexi. Just go further and further out and see what we find. Just going to get some bots out, because it's always good to have a few bots in trail. Was that oil there? Oh, see, that's a fair bit of oil there. But then again, don't really care enough to maybe mine that? Not really. Not really. Let's just blow all these up. I haven't made any of the frost armor yet. I need to do that. I just haven't been bothered. I don't see the point of it, because it doesn't seem to do much at all. It doesn't seem to give me any benefit. I think it's for fighting frost. Okay, let's have a quick look at the terminal. Probably won't linger here too long. Yeah, there's not a lot here. There's no caves, apparently, so that's a bit bad. Right, let's just let's do this one. Boom. Plop. There we go. And let's just jump home. I think we're going to accelerate. Boom. So that means, oh, what did I do that for? I didn't need to do it. Oh yeah, there we go. So 2 minutes we could jump. Boom. Nice. And we're just going to pick up that mining thing once we're done. How are we doing on iron? Yeah, 170. That's pretty good. I think I'm fine with that. We got quite a bit of oil from that single one. I've just realized we got about 300,000. Did we get that? I think we did. I think we got about 300,000 units of oil from that one. That's pretty cray. Let's do a quick scan. Boom. And then I think we're going to jump, because again, fast biters, they're fine, but what it is they'll break the walls. I'll lose my turret if I do that, because they're just too quick. And while normal biters are fine, explosive biters explode when shot. So they actually demolish the wall, pretty much. So explosive biters are a huge problem. Oh, there we go. Right, warp and short room. Much better. Much better. So I think probably we'll turn that. Let's see, how are we doing on the... Okay, so we're not making... Let's just go up and pick up a lot of that. Let's get quite a bit of it. Boom, boom, boom. And let's go and just help ourselves a bit here. So boosh, there we go. Is that all it needed? I think that was all it needed. So we can basically start to make more of those. Okay, so this becomes a problem. So let's just put that in there. Let's double up, because that means we make quicker. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, we have options now. I think we're going to expand the resource space. Doesn't really make a difference, but it means we can get more ore. Oh, actually, maybe that's what I should do. Yes, let's do that. There was, I think I might just remove, oh no, could do it there. Let's do it over there. So I'll show you why the resource sucking is rather splendid. But again, you have to be careful which resource you bring on board, because it just causes chaos. So let's just clear all that. And I think we didn't mess with square. Oh, do I need to recall? There we go, recall square. And let's drop square. Now that's going to be the problem, is is that. I don't know if that's going to be too much issue. So what we're looking for is here. See the amount on the right. See there's quite high amounts in the middle. As you go down, it's less. You need to be sort of positioning the suckers, insert joke here, roughly over the best patch. I don't know if that'll work. Let's see if it actually drops. Oh, hello, something's dying. What's dying? Yeah, I don't think you can do that. What are we missing? Okay, so do we not have any? Okay, so we need to go and get pesky landfill. I carry 100 with me, but I'm never... Oh, right, please don't lose the turret. I can't afford to lose that turret. What did I lose? Just wall? Yeah, you see how close? Right, I'm sidetracked slightly. I'm just going to go and deal with any explosive biters I find. There we go. I knew there was some. Like, let's just get rid of these. Die. Horrible things. Let's just remove them all because, right, again, the toxic ones, I don't care. It's just the explosive ones. Nope, they're toxic. Because you see, if I lose those rocket turrets, I mean, I've already lost 4 Spidertrons. I'm annoyed, and I just don't want to lose any more. There we go, boom. By the way, if I'm literally in the explosion of that going, I die as well. So, you know, your mech suit is great, but it doesn't mean anything, basically, sadly. Yeah, look, we lost a turret. Can you believe we lost a turret? That is mental. So I think I probably won't do it here then. I think we're going to cancel that. Just because I don't think it's worth doing. I think we'll jump. Can we jump? We can jump. So let's jump. Let's bring this one in. Boom. Oh, can't believe I lost my Spidertrons. That's so annoying. Never mind. Never mind. They were pretty sucky ones, I must admit. Just level, you know, what do you call it? Uncommon, whatever. They weren't great. Right, let's bring everything in and let us warp. I hope I didn't forget anything. I always have a quick check. Nope, I think we're good. So pretty much, I think we can just carry on building this. So gimme. Boosh, they're all in. I think I'm going to build this one first, actually, because I think the square is better. Boom, boom, and boom. Probably will turn this into a mining platform. Because again, we could just overlay some. I mean, look at that. It's basically the same size. So and we can optimize it as well. We don't have to do what I've done there. So I think that would be pretty good, actually. We will do that. We'll continue to allow these to be built. Oh, come on. Let's just dump some in there. There we go. Boom. There's a whole raft of them down here somewhere. There we go. So let's just pick those up. Nice. Thank you. Good. So this, again, wonderful. Automation is the way, because like this just makes life so much flipping easier. Are we in space? Yes, we are. Good. So let me go to my warp floor and let's continue building. I think, nope. Next probably bit we can do it. I think they're designed for that. I'm going to have to think about, but again, extreme defense is always the way in this game because you just saw 4 Spidertrons wiped out by fast biters. Very annoying. Right, let's just dump all of this. Boom, nice. How are we doing? Just have a quick look. Yeah, filling up nice. Filling up nicely. So 178,000, 118k of copper. Yeah, I mean, we don't even need to mine for a while. What I do want to do is just see how much we can get in there. Do I have any of the floor? It's a special floor, basically, 52. Okay, that's pretty good. So, I see it says 40 and... Oh, okay, we haven't done the research yet. My bad. We'll just preempt that. Let's just see how we're doing on that stuff. Again, it takes a while to build. Let's just dump again another load of them in. Just helps the process. Bish, bash, bosh. Done. Okay, so that means we probably can finish this now. So just expand that a bit. Probably not far off. Oh yeah, there we go. Right, so that is pretty good. I think let's just do the basics. So everything has to be double skinned. That's just a given. So there we go. And then in terms of wall, we can just fill that in to about there. Let's just move those. I can do all of that. Boosh. And I think that pretty much... Oh, no, don't want that one. Okay, boom. Don't want that one. Okay, so that pretty much takes us to a simple defense. One, let's just copy that wall. I think I do prefer the square one. It just seems a bit easier to manhandle. Boom. And then let's just copy that. 1, 2. Right. Bullseye. Let's just get rid of all of this. Lots of room for activity now. Now, again, it depends if I want to carry on with the resource suckers. Probably not. I think actually maybe we make one of them a resource sucker, the other a mine. So I'm almost tempted to start again from scratch. But the first thing is obviously we need these. So I think they are by far the most important thing I have is the flame turrets. They are just redonkulously good. Ah, right. I've only got level... I don't have posh level 2s. So I'm just going to swap that one out. And we can always put it back in. But let's just put that one there. Put that one there. And that one there. Maybe put some in the middle as well. But for now, that's pretty spot on. And then I think it's a case of turrets. Kind of like this. So you see how I've done that. So 1 feeds 2. Now they should be... Ah, okay. So we want to swap this out now to... Oh, I don't have any, do I? Let me just jump. So we... And the blue warp chest 2, which is probably in here. Let's just take one. Because we can always just build them. We should have uranium rounds. There we go. So then we just swap these for uranium. Nice. And we can just take those out because we don't want those. Nice. So that gives us uranium rounds. I think that looks rather nice. I quite like the way it looks. Brilliant. That's actually rather nice. I quite like that. Boom. And then boom and boom. So a ring of steel is placed around. I think obviously having laser turrets in the corner is good. And then I think probably just like something like that. And then maybe 1, 2, 1. Oops. 1, 2. Do you know, I've never had better turrets than standard. That sucks, doesn't it? Right, so let's just get rid of all of that. All of that. All of that and all of that. We need a teleporter and we'll just pick these up. They're a bit funny. You can't do resource logistic requests for these. So the turret thing has to sit in the middle, or whatever you call it. The Roboport. Do I? Yes, I seem to not have any Roboport things left. Let's just plug that in there. Nice. Now we need to think about a teleporter. I mean, we've still got to work a miner in here, but let's not worry about that at the moment. I think the mining thing is going to be pretty key, actually. So this might be a bit messy. It's not terrible. I'm not too happy with that, but I think for now, do we do something like that? Oh, this looks terrible, doesn't it? I don't like it. For now. So that gives everything... We're not out of power, are we? We're not out of power, are we? Oh, is it because... Why is that not... I'm just going to double check. We've landed on the planet. I didn't even notice. Oh my days. What terrible things have we uncovered here? Oh my flipping days. That is... Yeah, not good. Right. We have a way to solve this. We have accelerator. Boom. Which doesn't seem to do anything. Accelerator. There we go. 1 minute. That saved us a minute. Thank you. And what is we're being attacked by these things. This is what kills the turrets previously, is these worms that spawn. Yeah, they're a problem. They are a huge problem. Yeah, we're not going to stay here because this is a terrible place. We could do warp attack drones. Maybe we let that charge up. We've got all the warptonium in the world. Let's see. We don't need the blast cannon because that's more for underground. Release the drones. I don't think that does anything because the drones just defend that. So I think that's kind of pointless. I think when we can, we'll do the warp attack drones because I've never actually seen them work. And then we'll jump again. We can jump in 30 seconds, so maybe let's not bother. Oh, resource tile expand. Nice. Right, hopefully we don't get like blown to pieces while I'm down here. Okay, so now we can go for another 8. It's only 8. That's not huge, is it? I'm just going to remove those 2. Let's have a quick look. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Bit more balanced, I think. And let's just undo. It won't let me undo that, will it? Of course it won't. 1, 2, boom. And let's just put the rather splendid level 3s back in. Nice. I think we should definitely go and get some more ore. But I ain't doing it on this planet because literally the warp sucker calls everything to you. And on this world, that would be a very, very silly thing to do. So, oh, I lost a level 3 turret. That hurts. Right, warp. Go, get out of here. This place is awful. Don't want to live here anymore. This is just terrible. Look at that. No. I mustn't lose my rocket turret. Mustn't lose it. That was, I had a heart attack then. Like the Spider-Trans, everything else, fine. If I lose these, I'm going to be so annoyed because they are really, really good. I want more of them, but I can't find them. But anyway, so I think that is pretty good. We're running out of water. Probably let's just do a quick glug of water. Boom. 10 seconds of water. That should get a bit more in. Let's have a quick look. 7, 8, 7, 9. Right, let's pick them up. Quick. Go. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Boom. And jump. Get stuffed. I hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next time.